step seems a little bit easier. 55 years ago, next week, President John F. Kennedy said, "Now it is time to take longer strides. Time for a great new American enterprise. Time for this nation to take a clearly leading role in space achievement. I believe," he said, "we possess all the resources and talents necessary. But the facts of the matter are that we have never made the national decisions or marshaled the national leadership, the national resources required for such leadership. We have never specified long-range goals on an urgent time schedule or managed our resources and our time so as to ensure their fulfillment." These words became known as President Kennedy's Moonshot address. He vowed to land a man on the moon, an American on the moon, within the 9 years that would close out the 1960s. The president captured the national imagination with those words. He set a marker, he drew a line, and he did what true leaders must do. President Kennedy committed to making sacrifices and investments to succeed. President Kennedy asked the impossible of Americans, because although he may not have lived to see us land on the moon, he inspired that signature moment in American history. What seemed to be impossible was, only until it wasn't. Now, I believe we desperately need more big ideas, more shots at the moon, because the very notion inspires us. The big idea drives our ambition. I recently met with 2 young constituents, 2 second graders, twins. These 2 boys learned about Kennedy's Moonshot address and they were inspired by it. Now, considering that second graders were, as I did the math, negative 49 years old when President Kennedy made the speech, it's incredible these boys are focused on this. They visited my office with the idea to commemorate May 25th, the day President Kennedy delivered that Moonshot address, as National Moonshot Day. A day when we remind ourselves to think big, tackle our biggest problems that seem impossible, stop global warming, end the deadly opioid epidemic in this country, ensure that no one in America ever goes hungry, to take the next step in space towards Mars and beyond. President Obama believes in the moonshot, and earlier this year, he announced a bold initiative to cure cancer. And why should our children and grandchildren suffer when we can set this goal and dedicate the resources to meeting it? But we must do the work, make the sacrifices, and together, I believe that we can cure cancer. And why can't we? And why can't you cure other diseases? These most audacious goals require risk. They demand our passion. They call for sacrifice, and they require a little bit of idealism. In his final State of the Union address, President Obama charged Vice President Biden with leading this new Cancer Moonshot initiative. Vice President Biden, I would suggest, is the right man for the job. Before receiving his new assignment from the president, before his election to vice presidency, before he lost his son, Beau, to cancer, in 1987, when he launched a campaign for the Democratic nomination for president, he said this on the campaign trail: "We must rekindle the fire of idealism in our society, for nothing suffocates the promise of America more than unbounded cynicism and indifference." As I leave you today, I encourage you, no matter what obstacles arise as you start the next stage of your professional journey, seek out your own moonshot. Push cynicism to the side. Shut out indifference from your life. Find the goal that you never thought would be possible, and then pursue that goal with unbridled passion. You've done it once already. It's what got you to this moment. Congratulations. Thank you for allowing me to share this special day.